Kedmill, you monsters who lurk in sewers. Welcome back to The Witcher 3. I am Dimsy, and this is gonna be a post-commentary episode because, holy shit did I struggle with this boss. Oh my god. I was not prepared. I mean, I knew before I came to these sewers that the Toad Prince was gonna be an absolute nightmare to fight. Him and another boss. I think the other boss that I had in mind might be the Gravekeeper? No, the Caretaker. The Janitor? The boss who's at the Forneveric estate. Basically, him and the Toad Prince, I knew I was gonna just have so much trouble with, but I was not prepared for the amount of shit. Literally, considering that we are in the sewers, the amount of shit that I would be faced with. Oh my god. So yeah, this is an incredibly hard boss. I mean, when I first started fighting this boss, and I noticed that he was one-shotting me, I mean, I was basically expecting that, to be honest, because I remember playing him, fighting him on New Game, and he was giving me a lot of trouble there. So I was kind of expecting him to one-shot me in New Game Plus Death March. And he is. Turns out that I was absolutely right. I was right on the money. He does one-shot you, and yeah, like, to be honest, for in the previous episode, I was actually kind of debating with myself, you know, as I was fighting him, maybe I should just put up the console, you know, bring down the command console and just type in whatever command it is. I think there is a command to kill whatever enemy is right in front of you. So I was honestly just thinking of just doing that. No joke, because, I mean, fighting the Toad Prince in the previous episode, I mean, I gave it 4 attempts, and then I just said, you know what, fuck this, this is not gonna work. And I basically spent an hour after that trying to defeat him, and I'm happy to say that I did. And this is the result of that one whole hour of fighting him, and just practicing fighting him. Yes, I'm actually kind of, I'm actually really proud of myself. I did not give up, and I did not cheat. You know, like, I just said, you know, okay, so I want to do this, I want to beat this game on New Game Plus Death March, and I don't want to cheat myself out of the gratification of doing so legitimately, you know. And ooh, that was close. That roll, that was so close of hit, like, he could have hit me there. Thank God the hitboxes were still invincible because I was rolling. Woo! Oh boy. But I guess I should talk about the fight and just kind of go through kind of my tactics, my overall strategy for defeating him. As I was fighting him for that whole hour, I was kind of, you know, inching closer and closer to a viable strategy of defeating him. And I finally settled on this approach, where basically I would just I would be circling around him, like that one dude did in the fight against Kimbo, when he was, you know, and if anybody watches MMA. What the hell was that show called? Fuck, I actually forgotten. But there was one where this guy called Kimbo was fighting this other dude, and the other dude was just circling the ring all the time and basically just kicking him on the shins because he knew that Kimbo had a bad knee. What the fuck? Why am I talking about MMA now? But yeah, I basically employed a similar tactic here. My thinking was, basically, let me just circle around him all the time, because if I continue to stand right in front of him, he can one-shot me with basically pretty much almost every move. There are a couple of moves that only like poison me. You know, some of those spit attacks that he does only poison you, and that's, you know, that's manageable, but you still don't want to get poisoned. You don't want to get hit by him at all. So basically, dodging him, you know, using that little pirouette to evade his moves is not the way to go. Using rolls are pretty much the only viable course of action when it comes to dodging his attacks. And you want to make sure to just stay at his sides all the time. Don't go to his back. I noticed that when I was practicing against him. If you try to circle him completely and, you know, attack him from behind, he'll just jump away, and more than likely he's gonna kind of jam himself in a corner, and that's gonna make it a lot harder for you to circle him. And to kind of, you know, maintain your distance from him and be able to kind of sneak in a couple of pot shots whenever you can. So make sure to just, you know, just circle around him, just stay at a 90-degree angle from his face. Don't go straight behind him, just stay at his side, just roll when he attacks, hit him once, wait for him to turn towards you, roll as he attacks, and rinse repeat. And we have beaten him. This felt so good. I felt vindicated, you know, because I just told myself I want to do this legit. I don't want to cheat. And I managed to pull it off. I was just beyond proud of myself, really. I know that's kind of pathetic, but... And here we get to see that the Frog Prince was in fact a prince all along. Cursed to be a frog. Poor Geralt. Looks like we were set up by Olgierd. Anything else I need to mention? Well, yeah, I mean... It's a 6-minute fight, approximately, if you do it the way I did it. I don't know, I haven't looked up any YouTube videos to see how other people did this boss. But my strategy worked out rather well. And yeah, the trick is just to make sure that after you attack him and after the frog kind of turns towards you, wait 1 second for him to kind of charge up his next attack, to kind of initiate his next attack move, then dodge, then attack.
What's going on?
And just rinse repeat.
Ah, he's finally come to. And he can speak human, turns out. Started thinking I'd not conversed in common the whole way, except maybe with me reflection in the piss bucket.
Where am I?
On the Albatross, or the Fakbarthoil, as their strange tongue has it, en route to Afir.
Don't remember signing on as a sailor.
Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Oh, toad in the sewers. Damn it. Should consider myself lucky, I guess. Could have killed me on the spot.
Depends how you look at it. I happen to know a bit of a theory. Heard them saying they come here on a mission, dispatched by their king to find their prince, lift his curse. Wagered their honor, and that of their families 5 generations back, that they'd bring him home, safe and sound.
And I killed him. Great. So, must think they can save their honor by bringing the prince's murderer back to face the king's justice. And who might you be?
Felipe Caligrand at your service. Petty thief, professional fence, and your guide about Oxenfurt. One of a bit of time.
And why are you here? You kill a prince too?
Well, to their thinking, I had a hand in this one's death. See, I was their guide. Led them down into the sewers. But not until after you'd cut their prince's gut open.
Sorry about that.
Not your fault, mate. When all said and done, could have sat on my arse in the alchemy playing Gwent. Didn't have to brag about knowing Oxenfurt better than my own breeches.
We been at sea long?
Dunno rightly. Not that long. Though, on the other hand, But what's it matter, any road?
Matters a lot. If they're hauling me off to hang me, I'm not in a hurry to arrive.
Me? I'm glad to be sailing to Ophir. I hear they got wild horses there. White with black stripes. Always wanted to see one of them.
Sure they're not black horses with white stripes?
Nay, black horses with white stripes they got in Zanguebar. That I'm sure of.
Listen, there was a young woman, a medic, red hair. They capture her too?
Don't recall seeing anyone of the sort. You were alone.
Good. Means she managed to flee. Hopefully made it home. Tried to break out yet?
Bah. Used every ounce of charm I got. Nothing doing. Might be my affair is rusty.
My affair's non-existent.
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month. Could teach you some in that time.
Elkal Orial.
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan. Galavat Kar U Albata Agel.
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar. Kar
To me,
Varefaner.
you'd be dead already.
Revhaga ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate
It's
ya
the
Alami.
king's. We swore on our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Valth Alake ul Igulath.
What?
Elkal.
Vilth.
Oh my god, what do I say?
Vilth. Alege. Il. Echalith.
Elkal. Inkal Avre Ikel Ugehereven Ulvitar. Inch Afal Goliath.
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks. And then he added something like, "We'll see who's in the mood for jokes then."
Why? What did I say?
That you wanted his auntie's hat. That was the gist, and he wrote.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot. All you get's angry gurgles. And they puff up, you notice? Like them fish. What's it they're called?
There anyone here who speaks common?
Ah, there's this mercenary with him. Looks Edirnian to me. He's the one recruited me to show him through the sewers. Oh, and the mage what leads them knows a bit. Heard him talking, but I doubt either will talk to you. I was you. Catch some shut-eye. Not go on flapping me tongue. Got a long voyage ahead.
Sleep's not what I need. Someone I could actually communicate with. That's what I want.
Greetings, Geralt. Remember me?
Oh shit.
I remember. We met in White Orchard. You're...
Gaunter Odin, known also as Master Mirror. I helped you find your Yennefer. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slop doesn't kill you first.
How'd you get in here?
Long story, it'd bore you. I'd prefer to focus on something more useful, like getting you off this ship. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt. But before I do, I must know you'll return the favor.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merchant. So, do you want my help?
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
Who you gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. They heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. Oh, it'd be prime to sleep through the whole thing and
Holy shit. Looks like Mr. Master Mirror summoned a storm.
I fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
To Ophir get us safely. The king's reward will be generous.
What about the prisoner?
Before the king we must bring him. On doing so my honor relies.
Can't we just bring your king the bastard's head? Like we're doing with the other?
The other drowned. We could do nothing. We deliver live this one. Apart from all else, the hell the king is sure to condemn him to. I wish to see it.
What kind of hell?
Tarring, flaying, and quartering. This the punishment for regicide entails.
I just noticed that Adurnian is actually carrying Geralt's swords. That's such a cool detail. I never noticed that before. Oh god, I love this fucking escape scene so much. Gentlemen, really sorry to have to interrupt your plans here, but I can't afford to go to a fear right now. Alright, so, real talk. I was really tired after fighting the Frog Prince. Oh my god, sorry. I just ate dinner, so I'm a bit gassy, you know. Sometimes, you know, a burp or two will sneak out. I'm not a pig, you know. I actually, you know, I don't burp. My kid brother and my father, however, now whoa, shit. They know how to burp, man. Like whoop! That almost got caught by his little storm, his little sandstorm attack there. Oh, goddamn.
Lost your nerve?
That was stupid. Trading hits like that. But yeah, I was really tired after fighting the Frog Prince for so long that this fight, well, it's not one of my proudest moments. Let me just put it like that. I will be using Quen, and I will be dying. So yeah, but I mean, you know, don't worry, because I do redeem myself by the end of this video. Hehe. But yeah, this is actually a really interesting fight. And dead. This is a fight that basically begins with us having to dispatch the ads first, right? The additional enemies. They have to be taken care of first, and then we can engage the primary boss, which is the Fury Mage. And I mean, getting rid of those ads is fairly simple. It's not that big a deal. I mean, if you're having a bad day, right? You're having a bad day, so it might prove to be you know, a challenge. But you know, that's okay. You know, it's cool. Doesn't mean you suck or anything. We can all have bad days. So it's fine. We're allowed to, you know, we're allowed to suck sometimes. It's all good. But the second part of this fight, when you're actually fighting the Fury Mage, that's when shit becomes really hectic. Because that Fury Mage has got some insane moves. We can already see a couple of them. And I mean, the most dangerous one, I think, would be the ones that you can't really like get a grip, or rather you can't really get a sense of when an attack, when one of his attacks start and when one of his attacks ends. Well, no, you do know when it ends. That's stupid. Well, you know what? Just just watch the fucking video and you'll see what I mean. Because apparently I can't explain shit. Ah, typical. Nothing new there, I suppose. But yeah, so this is his little sand hurricane ability, and you know, this one isn't, you know, too hard to dodge or to evade, really. Just run away from it. And once he's done doing it, that's when you start to close the distance. But closing this distance is actually rather hard, because he's got a lot of different sand abilities that can really just throw a spanner into the works and make your job a whole lot more harder than it has to be. And did I mention that he can teleport? Yeah, he can blink all over the place, and that's that's annoying enough as it is. But once you actually close the distance, if you manage to like evade all of his bullshit attacks, for example, that like cone of sand that he does, that's a really messed up ability. It's got good range, does good damage, and he's now, when you see him waving his hand in a circular motion like that, that's when he's actually charging up his sand hurricane ability. But luckily I managed to disrupt him before he managed to pull it off, which, whew. But when you actually do come close enough to fight him melee, my tip would be hit him twice, then dodge. That pretty much enables you to evade any of his attacks, while at the same time landing a couple of yours. And I mean, you know, don't underestimate him. Even though I'm using Quen, I'm still getting my ass kicked, so yeah, no, this Ophiri Mage is one hell of a badass. I wonder if you can just like run away from this fight, by the way. If you can just bolt. If you can just say, you know what, fuck this, and you can just run. I never tried that, to be honest. It'd be kind of funny if you could. But yeah, like I said, so 1, 2, dodge. 1, 2. Traded hits, but luckily enough. And crippling strikes got him. That's such an anticlimactic end to this fight, but hey. I was tired. I was so tired from fighting the Frog Prince. Werner, Ferner, Perner, whatever be it they call you. So this is a letter from an Ophiri merchant. No idea have I why the most gracious crown mage Ahmad designated all people, you, as our liaison. The argument that you best know this land, being Nordling yourself, do not I find in the least bit convincing. Ah, his syntax is a bit awkward. His grammar is a bit... They've switched around a couple of words there. Because Edirne's as much to do with Redania as Arcania has to do with Ophir. Right, so I was just fucking around and I didn't even manage to read the whole thing. La-di-da-da-da, I'm such a professional. Sorry, Fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Alright, so... Oh my god. And now I just yawned out of nowhere. Looks like that always happens when I'm doing post-commentary for some reason. But yeah, that Adernian was a pretty huge guy, actually. And he was the one carrying our swords. That was so cool. Such a cool detail. I never noticed that before. But yeah, after you beat these guys, after you dispatch these honorable swordsmen who serve the King of Ophir, you can go back and kind of explore the ship and, you know, loot their bodies as well, which they actually carry some pretty good stuff. So I definitely, you know, I highly recommend people just turning around and just exploring the bodies. The ship, however, doesn't have that much good stuff in it, to be honest. I was expecting something really cool in there, but I mean, I guess it was just a, you know, an ordinary ship meant for, you know, transporting goods, services, and people. In our case, prisoners. But, yeah, no, there's nothing in here, and boy oh boy do I fight to get up here, but there's not really anything, anything of any real, like, value. If you if you do end up just leaving this place and not explore this boat, you don't miss out on anything. Not on anything that's like really, you know, all that special and unique and you know, valuable. Not really. No, I picked up the ashes. I hate when I do that. But yeah, I mean, it's a great fight. The Ophiri, fighting the Ophiri mage was actually a really fun fight. And so was the Frog Prince, even though it took a long while. And holy shit, my heart sank. Because this is a playthrough where I'm playing on a New Game Plus, Death March, but I'm also playing without HUD. So I had to enable the boss health meter after a certain point while I was practicing fighting him. Because I was just like, I need feedback. I need to see what the hell is working, what the hell doesn't work, you know. And when I enabled the boss health bar and I saw how little damage I did, my heart sank. Wow, I was devastated. But now, we get a little bonus. A little bonus, a little treat. This is me fighting the Ophiri mage without using Quen. Because I had stipulated that that this on this run I'm well, actually it's a fairly recent stipulation, but nonetheless it's a personal challenge that I've kind of you know, I'm limiting myself to not using the Quen sign in order to make things just a little bit more interesting. And so far it's absolutely a little more interesting. A lot harder, but hey, I welcome the challenge. But I did fight I mean, I did do this fight with the Quen in the previous clips. And I just kind of reloaded and said, fuck it, I'm gonna do this legit. So this is... Oh shit, he's doing his whirlwind thing. Run! Run away from the sand hurricane, goddammit. And... yeah, I'm really happy I went back and did this fight, because I would have regretted it for all time if I just had left it. But the thing is, I was just so tired, you know. I had spent an hour practicing against. I actually. It took so long trying to figure out how to beat the Frog Prince that I started to like chalk down how many attempts it took, and the final number was 23. all in all 23. Excluding the 4 that was in the previous episode, it would have been 19. Which is just madness. Wow. But yeah, it turns out that the Ophiri Mage isn't as hard as I was led to believe. Ergo, you know, quod eram demonstrandum. As you can see, I'm managing fairly well without, you know, without Quen. And yeah, this should be this last hit should be the last one. And a finisher. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I want to fucking finish off a boss. God damn. But yeah, that's all for this episode. Holy shit, I need to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.